Hi, Aaron Storm here, and before I apologize for missing last week's upload, today I'll be talking about 3 of the most effective learning techniques I use every single day. Number 1 is chunking. It's basically condensing a lot of data into memorable form. For example, let's say you want to break a Guinness World Record and memorize over 111,700 digits of pi. Okay, let's back up. How about your friend's phone number? It's easier to focus on remembering small groups at a time than trying to learn all the digits in order. First 031, then 7031, etc. To form a chunk requires focus, understanding, and practice, and I'll touch a little bit more on that next Sunday. Number 2 is the memory palace, which is a form of chunking. Basically, it's using spatial memory to quickly store large chunks of data into one's memory. For example, my friend was telling me about the 5 P's of business while we were on a jog, and this is how I use the memory palace technique to memorize them instantly. So, first, I imagined him sitting down at his dining room table doing TD. That stands for technical drawing. And first he had to plan out his drawing, and the drawing was a perspective drawing. So the first P's are plan and perspective. Then I imagined seeing his cat running towards her eating place, and she was, instead of having cat food in a bowl, she was planning how to catch a rat. So the way she planned it was to trick the rat into getting into the bowl, and then she'd catch the rat. And that was the third P, which is ploy. I don't really know what ploy means yet, but that's the picture that came to mind when I thought of ploy. I think it means trick, but I need to refine that. Then I walked up his stairs, and when I think of stairs, I just think of patterns because it's one step after the other, it's repetition. So that's the 4th P, pattern. And then when I get up to the top of the stairs, there's my friend rearranging his desk to make it look more neat. Or neater. Yeah, to make it look neater. And that's the 5th P, positioning. So the 5 P's of business are planning, perspective, ploy, pattern, and position. No repetition required. I just use my spatial memory, and there it is. I am going to do a more detailed video on the memory palace on my show off playlist, and this is just a introduction to lightning learning, and it's kind of in depth. If you wanna check out more detailed memory training exercises, I suggest channels like Ron White's The Memory Palace, Memory Champion, and Anthony Metavir, Metivir. So check those out. The memory palace, it makes recall possible without hours of repetition, and recall is important because it's the first step to mastering any craft. Like I had this one guy, he was a real critic about everything, and he said, what's the point memorizing, like if I could memorize an entire book, what's the point in memorizing it if you don't understand it? And I responded by saying, how are you going to understand it if you can't even recall what you read? Recall is the foundation of all learning. Lastly, we have the Latticework of Theory. Basically, it defines all the chunks that you have, but in usable form. Can you have a chunk that's unusable? Yes. For example, I can memorize the quadratic equation, but if I can't use it to solve problems, then it's a useless chunk. Now, for example, take this game that my friend John was a boss at, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. He can explain how to use different guns and tactics efficiently in the game, and he can perform these amazing shots almost every time he plays. Now, do I understand how to win? Yes. Can I win every time? No. For this task, I need more practice. I cannot snipe that quick. I need to take my time And if I'm versing pro players in Call of Duty Black Ops, I will get wasted. Like seriously, they will take me up. I'll have like 0 kills and 100 deaths. So yeah, I need more practice to get at that level. Some chunks need more time and practice to be used at a drop of a hat than others. So yeah, now time for my apology. Back to my first question: why am I on holiday at my friend's house after missing out on an upload? You might be asking, shouldn't I work on my channel more? Well, I'm never on holiday from my work, because I believe that the day you stop learning is the day you die. The reason why I missed the last upload is because I couldn't explain simply what the memory palace was, what the Latticework of Theory was, and so forth. And according to the Feynman technique, if you can't say it simply, you don't understand it at all. No, not at all. Let me recall that. According to the Feynman technique, if you can't say it simply, you don't understand it well enough, and you should keep quiet and work on it more until you can understand it fully. So coming over to my best friend's house allowed me to see how he views learning. It also challenged me to explain the memory palace, specifically the memory palace, in a very simple and understandable way. I've included the link to Thomas Frank's video on the Feynman technique, as well as a glossary of words in this video that you might want to research a little more as you walk the path to lightning learning. A new video will be released hopefully next Saturday, 4:02 a.m. Standard South African time. And I love you guys for learning. All 5 of you that have subscribed, I love you all of you.